Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do another pregnancy update. It will be weeks 20 through 25. This is Monday and I will be 26 weeks on Friday. And I don't know if you can see my dogs over here. He wanted to join. So anyways, I've been feeling really good, like I have basically the whole time. I have my energy back. I think I mentioned that in the last video. Which is really good because that's one thing that really was annoying to me, that I had no energy to do anything. I'd come home from work and immediately change into my bedclothes and go to bed because I was so tired. But I have my energy back. I can do, chores around the house. I can go grocery shopping, stay up until 10, and I'm perfectly fine. So that's really good. My appetite is kind of like all over the place. Some days I eat like normal, and then other days, like yesterday and the day before, I eat like a full meal, and then in 10 minutes it's like I haven't eaten in a week. I'm like so starving, and I like eat everything in sight. And that has not been good for my blood sugar. If you didn't know, I am type 1 diabetic. So I was doing really good with my sugars, keeping them where they needed to be. But recently, the past month or two have been really, really difficult. Just with the hormones, that's what my doctor said. The hormones, fluctuating will screw with your blood sugars. So that's some of it. Also, I think another part of it is, like I said, I am so hungry all the time. So I don't just eat, my 3 meals and then like one snack in between and then, like a bedtime snack like I was doing. Now it's like I eat like all day long, and so I'm constantly like giving myself insulin, and I just don't think the insulin is like can keep up with how much I'm eating. I don't know. I actually just sent my sugars down to Pittsburgh this morning. I do it once a week, and the doctors and the dietitian look over everything, and then they send me back their recommendations. So I do that every week. And it's really helpful. Another thing that you could probably tell, I'm always out of breath. Going up the stairs, we have a 2-story house, so that's like a killer. I go to my parents a lot, and their sidewalk is like slanted up, and if I walk up it too quickly, actually if I walk at just a normal pace, I can't breathe by the time I get up to their door. And then at work, recently, it probably just started happening like in the past week, where my office is. I have to walk down 3 hallways to get to the conference room where we have our meetings, and if I walk too fast, by the time I get down there I can't breathe. It's horrible. And I can tell like my stomach is pushing up into my diaphragm, so I've noticed that in the past couple weeks that like I'm really having a hard time breathing because of that. I can still like lay flat in bed and everything, and that doesn't bother me at all. But just if I walk too fast or go up, a hill or stairs, then I just can't breathe. But yeah, other than that, I did have a doctor's appointment. I go every 2 weeks. I just had it on Friday. Yeah. And they just they asked me like a few questions. How am I doing? If I'm having any problems, any bleeding or anything like that. I haven't had anything. The only difference is now my feet are swelling. And it doesn't matter really how long I have my feet up. They're usually always swollen. And at work, I'm on my feet a lot, or I sit at my desk, and I don't really have anything to prop my feet up on. I need to find something to prop them up while I'm sitting. But I've been trying to like come home and lay down on the couch and put my feet up on a couple pillows for a little bit. Or at night, like if I'm just laying in bed, I'll try to prop my feet up a little bit higher. But yeah, that's pretty much the only difference from the last update to this update. Actually, the very next day after I did I think it was like my 10 to 20 week update, the very next day is when my feet started swelling. It was so weird. and they're painful. If I'm up on them like all day at work and I'm not able to sit at all, then they're like massive by the time I get home, and they're so painful to walk and like to go up the stairs. It like around my ankles, it's so painful. And we're actually leaving for the beach this weekend. We're going to Ocean City, and driving, it's like a 7-hour trip. So driving with my feet down, I know they're going to be swollen. And then when I'm at the beach, I like to sit in like a beach chair under an umbrella. So I have to figure out how to get my feet propped up while I'm there, because the heat and then having my feet down, it's just not going to be good. My feet are going to be so swollen. And we like to walk at night and in the morning too. And I'm like, I want to be able to do that, but I don't know. So yeah, hopefully I'm able to enjoy vacation. I hope it's not too hot that I'm like miserable, but I have a really nice pool, so I'm probably going to be there most of the time. But yeah, I don't really think I have anything else. Everything's been going really good. We started working on the nursery. We got the flooring put down. We had ripped up our carpet. I think I mentioned that in another video. And then we put vinyl flooring down. We have a crib up, and we put up her curtains and a couple paintings in the walls. So it's coming together. And yeah, I can't believe I'm gonna be 26 weeks on Friday. It is seriously flying by, and like I've really been enjoying everything. I'm still so thankful I haven't been sick at all. Every once in a while I'll get a little bit of like acid reflux, but nothing major. My hips, I can tell, are widening because if I lay down too long, they're like really painful. When I get up out of bed, it's really hard to start walking because my hips are so sore. And actually at my doctor's appointment on Friday, they asked me if I had any Braxton Hicks contractions yet, and I didn't realize that you could get them this early. I thought it was like, I don't know, like after 30 weeks, or I don't know what I thought. I just didn't think this early, but as far as I know, I haven't had anything. I had last week sometime, I felt kind of like a menstrual cramp a little bit. It only lasted for a few minutes and then it was gone. I don't know if that was maybe one. I'm not really sure. But yeah. Oh, and I can finally feel like if I put my hand on my stomach, I can feel her moving. Like I can feel it on my hand. Before I couldn't. I could just feel it like on the inside. But now when I put my hands on my stomach, I can feel it. And the other day, actually, like she kicked me really hard or punched me or whatever she did. And it like moved my hand. It was so funny. And she was really active the other day. And I was laying on the couch and I wanted Carlo to come feel because he hasn't felt her yet. And my dog was laying with me and he gets very jealous. And if anyone like comes near me or like touches me, he thinks they're trying to hurt me. Even Carlo, he's just protective. And so he put his hand on my stomach and immediately the dog started barking. So I was like, no, when we go on vacation, the dog's going to stay at home with his family. So he'll be able to feel her on vacation, I'm sure. But I think that'll be really neat. So yeah, it's just so crazy. And like I was told at the beginning of my pregnancy that usually when you're diabetic and high risk, they usually will like take the baby around like 37 or 38 weeks because they'll, get too big. They haven't mentioned that again, so I don't know if that's like still the plan. I'm not really sure. I have a growth ultrasound I have to do. It's in like 3 weeks, I think, when I'm 20, well, like 2.5 weeks, I guess. My 28 weeks is a growth ultrasound. I have to go back down to Pittsburgh for that. And yeah, so I guess they'll tell me if she's like, getting too big too fast or if she's like right on track. They did measure me at my appointment on Friday. She said she didn't know if she could or not, but just with like the tape measure, like from, my stomach, and she said I'm right on track. So that's good, I guess. Hopefully everything looks good when I go for my 28-week growth ultrasound. But yeah, everything's going good. I have my baby shower planned. That's going to be the end of August. So I actually don't know if I ever said when my due date was. It's October 11th. But more than likely it will be like the end of September, I'm assuming, is when I'll end up having her. But it's coming really fast. Really, really fast. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this update. There wasn't a whole lot to tell you. Everything's going great. I feel great. She's doing great. I can't wait to meet her. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. I would love to have you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.